It's the seventh Sunday of Ordinary Time, or the beginning of Lent this week.
Good.
There aren't like songs that really are like hymns for the end of Ordinary Time before we go into Lent. Like, O come, Lent. But that's what we're doing this week, right? It's the last Sunday of Ordinary Time before we head into the Lenten season. It's otherwise known as the seventh Sunday of Ordinary Time this year. And in it, we hear Jesus telling us something that isn't really controversial, but to us as Christians, but it would have been very controversial to the Jews. He says that we have to love our enemies. And, we've heard this our whole lives as Christians. But to the Jew, they would not have wanted to do this. They would not have wanted to love their enemies. But what is it to love an enemy? And this is a very important question for us. What is it to love someone? The most important aspect of love that we can have, number one, is that handing over our lives for somebody else. And number two, wanting their salvation. That's really, really loving someone. So, even the people who tend to be the worst enemies of us, we have to want and truly desire heaven for them. We have to want and truly desire God's life of heaven for each one of them. And that should not be a challenge to us. We shouldn't be selfish when it comes to the gifts of God, because it's God who pours them out on us. So that's our good news this week, that we really and truly have to be people who love by wanting salvation for everyone. That's our good news. God bless you.